Okay, it says recording.
Yay. Okay. So I'm just sending out some last minute reminders to see who we have jump on.
I'll do
And
the
I
same.
know you had some things that we had talked about the other day as well that we wanted to dig into.
Absolutely.
Do you use the Remind app?
I used to. Do you use it regularly?
I do. I love it.
That's awesome. I should look into it again.
I'm
Okay.
just sending out a last minute reminder. Okay, cool. I'm done. I've invited everybody. Yay!
Yay!
So the reason why I like it is, and I do push everybody to the team pages for announcements. But when I do like my calls or my, like random promos or challenges and stuff, I'll do like a group message on Facebook, and I will do a Remind app, and then I need to reconfigure my MailChimp because I got maxed out there. But I use that too, just to hit people on all angles so they don't miss out.
Right. I have to set up that MailChimp thing. I heard about that recently and I was very intrigued by it, so I have to look into it because I used to send out individual emails and yeah, with like over 200 accounts, that got to be a little crazy.
Whoa.
Right. So, it went from IPA to, RYC, which is Are You Cray Cray?
Yeah. Are you cray cray?
Yeah, Are You Cray? So, okay. So, we did talk the other night about something that I found so much value in, and I was so impressed by the way you delivered the message that we were talking about, that's what we're going to kind of share with the teams today, right?
Okay, yep. I don't remember which one we were talking about, though.
Thanks for doing that to me. I'm like, this was your message, girl.
So which topic was it? Was it three-way calls? Was it?
Yeah, it was leading up to the three-way call and how to get, people on the phone. Because I think that's the scariest piece. And, you were talking about specifically what the how you do the info funnel. Like a lot of times we do the information funnel. Love it. We do the information funnel a lot of times in steps, and we do like the dating thing, like we're dating people on Facebook. So like one week we're doing like, oh, let's set you up a free account. And then like the next week we're doing, oh, did you call into the 24-hour call? And the next week we're like, okay, did you want to join the Facebook fan page and read the stories? And the next week we're like, okay, how about the customer group? And then the week after that, we're sending them a Facebook fan page story. And we're taking a process. Some people like to go at that speed. And I'm not talking about the promoter. I'm talking about the potential customer.
Right.
People like to go at that speed. But people like us who are looking to grow as promoters and grow at a rapid pace, we need to speed up the process. And Melissa was so brilliant in what she delivered the other day to me. And not going to lie, because I'm all about transparency, I was like laying in bed when I was talking to her. So the last thing I was doing is to get my lazy butt out of bed to go and be like, oh, let me grab a pen and pad or something, or let me just write notes on my cell phone. I didn't do it. I was just enjoying talking to her, and I was like intrigued with my jaw dropped as she was telling me the process. And then like the next day I was thinking about it, and then the next day I forgot it. So I want her to kind of like go over exactly the steps, because I think that Team Prosper and Team Thrive to Change Lives could definitely benefit from this information. It's amazing. So
thank you so much for saying that, and I definitely appreciate. And I'm glad you didn't take notes, because honestly, this gives us an opportunity to kind of come back and we're recording this. We get to create a tool that we can share, right, with our new Thrivers as they're joining our teams. And I love tools. I like to work smarter, not harder, right? So
that's always a plus.
What was that?
I said that's always a plus, working smarter over working harder.
So here's the thing. I like to call it helping our future Thrivers, by the way, because we know that we have a product and an opportunity that truly changes people's lives. And I am going to just be transparent with you that sometimes I struggle to have confidence in myself. And I have to remember what we have here, right? And let my confidence be in that, the product and what this company offers us. And so, when I think back to where I was when the Thrive experience was first introduced to me, I was skeptical. I wanted nothing to do with any other products that were going to be a letdown for me. And I definitely didn't want anything to do with anything that said the word auto ship or commitment or anything like that. I was scared because I had the products like that were like literally taking up my cabinet that I wouldn't touch, that I ended up selling on Craigslist to get new Thrivers. Seriously, true story. But I have to think back to where I was, and I think often we don't remember to be mindful of who we're communicating with. We get super excited about where we're at now and what the product's done for us, and maybe have a tendency to want to skip steps or to want to like vomit Thrive all over people, which I used to do. I had Thrive flu like super bad. And we forget that people are they are absolutely in need of a change. So I prefaced all of this with that because it's important to think about who you're talking to when you are sharing the Thrive experience and running people through the funnel. So that's number one. And to really tap into the confidence of what the product has done for you and what the opportunity has done for you, or you believe the opportunity will do for you, right? And so when you're reaching out to people, again, the first thing is always that free account. So if I'm talking to someone, I'm saying as little as I possibly can, and I am letting the tools do the talking. Again, depending on the person that you're talking to is going to be how fast you're able to run them through the funnel, but don't let your fears or your comfort zone limit your speed, right? Let the tools do the talking and prompt people with questions that are not yes or no questions, right? So that you can really move through that funnel quickly is really what it boils down to. So if I'm reaching out to somebody and I am, I see a pain point, I've already been cultivating a relationship with them. I've already been engaging with their posts on Facebook. All of that's a conversation for a different day. But, I'm going for, as soon as I've got an opportunity to ask them, have you, would you be open to hearing what works for me? Or have you ever heard of the Thrive experience? Because I know it's helped my friend with, her headaches that she was suffering with for years, and maybe it'll help you too. Would you be open to learning more? As soon as their answer is yes, it's all right, shoot me your email when you have a second. I'm going to get you some info to take a look at. From there, when they give me their email address, guess what? I just enrolled them for a free account. Now they have their own website, right? But I'm asking them the question, would you rather listen to a quick call or watch a short video? So I didn't ask a yes or no question, right? And I gave them an option, but guess what? They didn't have the choice to not hear. They didn't have the choice to not learn. I told them to give me their email address, first of all, and then I gave them an option that did not include not learn about Thrive. And guess what? Did I sound confident right there?
Absolutely.
Because I know they need this, right? It's not about me, it's about them. So they just chose what their next step is, whether it's the 24-hour call, which is the short call, right? Or whether it's the video that pops up when they click their website link. Honestly, I don't think I've ever had anyone tell me that they want to listen to the call because that's just not where people are at. People typically don't like the phone. Let's just be honest about that. And so they're asking to watch the short video. And so they're asking me to watch the video, right? Like, how much easier is it to share something with someone when they're asking you about it?
I love that.
Yeah. And so I send them the link to their website. Guess what? They don't have their login information. I didn't give them that. I send them the link to their website, and I tell them to watch the video that pops up when they click their link and not to X out of it. And then I'm setting the expectation. So I'm telling them as I'm sending that, awesome, I can't wait to hear what benefits you're most excited about. Also, here's the link to the Facebook fan page. Start reading the stories. I cannot even wait to hear what stories you connect with, or which stories fire you up, or however I feel like phrasing it depending on how I'm talking to them. But I just set the expectation. I just gave them homework. And what happens when people have homework? They feel obligated to do it. When you tell them that you're going to be asking them a question about, their take on something, they feel obligated to do something.
Melissa, can you give that verbiage again with what was it? I don't want to make it up. So when you're asking and you're saying, I can't wait to hear what stories resonated with you, like, how are you saying that?
Yeah, I mean, I'll say, and again, it depends on who I'm talking to, but I can't wait. Like, I can't wait to hear which stories you connect with, or which stories inspire you, or which stories, impact you the most, or which stories fire you up, right?
I love it.
So, and then I'm telling them, hey, but today's super crazy, so I'm going to give you a call tonight at 7 or 8:30. I just made those 2 times up, by the way, because we're busy at 7. I'm going to give you a call tonight at 7 or 8:30. What works better for you? That way we can talk through your questions, and you can fill me in on what stories you love the most or something like that. So again, I have control of this conversation right now. I just told them that I have a busy day, but that I'm going to check back with them. I didn't give them an out. I gave them 2 times. What happens if those 2 times don't work for them? Okay, great. Well, that's fine, because I can also call you tomorrow morning at 7 or, 9:30. I'm not going to have a heck of a lot of time. So, just let me know what time's better for you. And if I don't have their number, and then, just, shoot me your cell phone number, or shoot me a text and I'll give them my number. Right. But
well, can I ask some questions as far as that?
Not at all. Yeah.
Not at all. Before we move on, so when you're sending them that the link for their login, right? Or you're like sending them, like, let's just say they choose the call and we have like a meme that we keep in our phone and we can send them for the 24-hour call. Can you at that point be saying to them, all right, so give me your phone number because I'm going to shoot you this info really quick?
You can do that as well. Yep. Absolutely.
So now you'll have the number at that point, and then basically making that transition into, tonight I'm available for 7 and 8:30. Which one of those works for you? I'm going to shoot you a call. I'm so busy, so I can only talk for like 10 minutes, but I can totally answer whatever questions you have, and I'm super excited to hear about the stories that resonated with you.
Absolutely. And guys, don't worry about the exact verbiage. Just sound confident, take control of the conversation. And again, give them options, but don't give them the option of no.
Right. Hey, Al.
Hi, Al.
How are you, man?
Good. I'm in the back of the car.
You're on the road already?
Not yet. We're just coming back. We're just heading out soon.
Cool.
Do we want to back up a little bit?
No.
Yeah.
Do you want to give it quickly? We can.
Yeah. So what we're doing right now, Al, is we were just talking about how I personally run people through the info funnel, because I typically am doing that in one day instead of stretching it out over like a few weeks. And so basically, I'm building the relationship with people, or somebody I already have a relationship with, and I ask them the question of, when they tell me a pain point that I know Thrive's going to help them with confidence, I'm saying, and my confidence is coming from the product, not in my abilities, but it's the fact that the product has impacted my life in such a way that I know it works. So I come forward with that confidence, and I say, I know you've been suffering with headaches. Would you be open to hearing what's been helping my friend Nikki with hers? And then from there, I'm telling them to shoot me their email. So I didn't ask for it. I'm telling them to give it to me so that I can get them some info to look at. And then from there, I'm asking them, would they rather watch a short video or listen to a quick call?
Okay.
Okay. And so then they're telling me, like, I didn't give them the option to say no, like, no, thank you. The option is I'm either going to pick one of the two. Typically for me, what I'm finding is they're asking for the quick video. So I send them the link to their website. I do not send them their login information. I don't send them that until they're walking through their order.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I actually like that because I always have this, like, because I do send them the login with, like, all of that information, like an email right after. But my fear is that they could potentially look through the website, look at the products, and then, see the pricing without the auto ship discount because they don't know how to click.
Even with the auto ship discount, I'll tell you one thing right now. I have never woken up in the morning and said, I want to spend $190 today. I've never done that, right? Yeah. And so people don't want to spend their money if they don't understand the value yet, which is what the funnel creates, is the value. If they don't understand the value yet, I don't want them looking at prices. And when I'm asked, what is the price? My question back to them is, honestly, what are your goals? Because we've got a bunch of different options based on what your goals are. But you know what? That's an easier conversation for us to have on the phone. So what time are you available? Is this time or this time better for you?
Right. I love that.
Because makes a lot of sense.
It just takes the guesswork out of all of it. And like I had said, and we recorded this, Al, so you can go back and watch. But and any of you who want to see, we'll share it so everybody will have that access. But the entire thing is some people like to date their potentials, and it's like week after week after week you're like dripping the funnel on them, whereas this is so like and we're moving them through the process where they are not, it doesn't feel overwhelming. I can tell you that because listening to your delivery, Melissa, it doesn't feel overwhelming at all. It's a natural progression, and it's something that gives them information at a pace that they feel comfortable with, and we're also asking for the call. Right. And that's where I think that fear sets in. When we're asking, there's two times that the fear sets in, or it potentially could, depending on who you are. When we're asking for the call and when we're asking for the sale.
Right. So honestly, okay, so let me just share where my thought is around that. When we're asking for the call, if we're giving someone a yes or no, they're not going to get on the phone with us, first of all. If we're only sharing with them 2 times that we're available, that's it. I am not having conversations with people. First of all, I don't have the bandwidth to be sitting down and typing like back and forth on Facebook Messenger because my business doesn't grow the way that I know it is capable of growing at, and I'm not able to support my team the way that their expectation is of me if I am like dragging out conversations via text or messenger. So I move it right to the phone. I also know that it does a disservice to everybody that I'm sharing with if I'm not using the funnel, because I have the expectation that everybody that experiences this product is going to decide to hit the promoter button. And whether they do or not is fine, but that's where I know that they have the potential to go. So I want to show them how to be successful, because I can sit there and tell them the info funnel all day, every day, but they're not going to do it if I'm not doing it. So I say as little as possible, and I use the tools that are in the info funnel because I want them to be successful the day that they decide that they're ready to join this business. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
Okay, so I give them the option. I know that when people used to call me, I hit the I'm just gonna say it, the asshole button, because I didn't like to talk on the phone. And so I know that that's the expectation that everybody has. So I tell them, I can give you a call at this time or this time because it's going to be way easier to get through your questions and get them answered. And I know you don't have a lot of time. So, we'll make it super quick, 10, 15 minutes max. And so they're not feeling like, okay, great, we're going to be on the call for like 3 hours. Everything's quick, right? And they know that because the tools that I've shared with them already are super quick, right? So and when I literally start a three-way call, it's, hey, I know that you've got a lot of stuff going on, I'm sure. So we'll keep this short and sweet. I just really excited to introduce you to my friend Crystal, because I know that you've got kids and you're going to really connect with her story. Do you mind if I pull her in real quick? And then I just merge her in.
Right. And we did a three-way last night, and it was super easy because you're basically like merging the calls ahead of, like, I was already on the phone and muted. You merge the call ahead of time. If you miss out on something that somebody said while the calls are connecting, you simply ask them, sorry, I just missed what you're saying. What was that? And then they repeat themselves, whatever, once the calls are connecting. But then you do your little start off, and your three-way validation person is already waiting in the wings, listening on mute. So then you're just saying, all right, hold, you know what Melissa just said, my friend, blah, 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 blah. Let me just get them on the phone. You actually wait a moment as if you are calling them and connecting the call. Mm-hmm. And then you're simply just saying, hey, Al, are you there? And then Al unmutes and, yeah, I'm here. Hey.
Yeah,
okay.
exactly.
And then you start with your introductions and you go from there.
I never say my upline. I only say my friend.
That's
and
right.
I always make it about, this is for, the person that I'm sharing with. This is for them. I want you to hear this story because I know you're going to connect with it. Also, I train my uplines. And what I mean by that is I tell them that my expectation is that they're going to very quickly cover their 3-minute story of how the Thrive experience has helped them while explaining what the 3 steps are and, how they can get their products for free. And I ask them to give the opportunity of give the option of how they want to come into the company. So I train my uplines, and guess what? That's who I have bringing me my 3-way calls. Or that's who I am bringing 3-way calls to. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll even tell my upline at times, I'm like, you know what? Can you just close? Oh yeah, he thinks he's a cat, so he gets up on the it's just weird. So I'll even tell my upline, you know what? Just close it for me. Just close it. And they'll come on, they'll do their thing, and then they will literally just close the deal. You know what? I don't think this person would be a good promoter. I really just want them as a customer because they feel like that's what they're capable of handling right now. So let's not give the option, but let's close it. So you set that expectation.
Sure. So communication is super key. So with 3-way calls, when we're locking in that time spot, basically letting your upline know, what benefits the person's interested in. If you have that information, if not, I always ask. And then also, if you are planning on potentially offering promos, or if you have credits, or if you have product, or what have you, let them know that, and let them know that you want help closing the sale. So I will often, especially for my newer promoters, I will ask them, do you want me to close the sale for you? And then I will offer, as we're closing out the call, I will offer them, are you sitting in front of your computer? Because if you are, I can go ahead and show you how we're going to walk through and place that order. That way, you're getting the auto ship discount if they're ordering as a customer. If there's credits being applied, I'll tell them. That way we can make sure that those credits get applied to your order so that you get that discount as well. If they're not in front of the computer, we set a time to call them back. So we have to remember that people don't have the trust yet in the product. They don't have the trust yet in the opportunity. They don't know. They don't have the confidence. And so when you are talking to your leads, your future drivers, you have to be confident. And our confidence comes from the fact that we have a product that works and an opportunity that seriously gives people financial and time freedom. So that's all I got. Does anyone have questions?
I think that was fantastic.
Yay, thanks.
Now, it gives us all a great starting point to you know, start that conversation. And I think all of us could benefit from that for sure.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. You know, the info funnel, it works, and that's how people have hit every single mark that they've hit in this opportunity. The tools work, and the more we zip it, like I have you're gonna laugh at me. Hold on, I'll show you. I've got literally like reminders everywhere, right? Say less, ask questions. And so zip your lips, let the tools do the talking, and you know, it honestly, whether they're ready to order today or 10 months from now, they're going to be your future thriver. The tools do the talking, and then people see how simple it is, how easy it is to share this product and get their product for free as a customer or as a promoter, right? So yeah, that's all I got.
I think that's awesome information. So it helps us to, we have 2 days left in the month, and it's always good to close out the month strong. So let's kind of change the approach if we need to watch this Zoom again, because it is recorded and we will post it. We'll post it in the event, actually, right?
Yeah.
So if you want to watch that or you want to share it with your individual teams, get that out there. It's definitely something that is going to help us close out March, and it's something that we need to be doing for April. So if you are close to your rank, let's get together and get that taken care of. If you are maybe going to, sometimes it's just not possible, and we understand that, but you know what? This is the time to start building for April.
I want to just say one thing. I know that sometimes we can get in our own heads and we can say, oh my gosh, I'm still so far away from that goal that I set. The month is not over. Trust the process. Who flippin' cares whether you hit your goal this month or not anyway, right? Like, we have a product that changes lives. We have an opportunity that changes lives, and it's not about us, it's about who we can help. So get out of your own way, because your goal is still something that is absolutely achievable. And make it about who you can help, right? Like, so don't set yourself up to fail and limit your ability to still smash through those goals. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna share a little bit about what February 2016. Yeah, February 2016 is when I hit when I hit auto bonus, and I had consistently been doing about 4 to 5K a month. My organization, 4 to 5K a month, and I'll tell you what, I was not doing three-way phone calls because I was like a pain in the butt, and I was getting in my own way, and I was scared of the phone. Okay, what happened in February 2016 was I got out of my own way. I said, it's not about me. It's about following the funnel, using the tools that are here, and checking my ego and helping the people that I know would benefit from this product. I started bringing three-way calls. My team started doing three-way calls, and our organization did over $8,000 in volume in literally less than 2 weeks.
And you made
it's possible, right? Like, it is possible.
Well,
it's just about plugging back in and using what's available to us.
Right, and I just want to say too, because I was saying before, sometimes we're not going to make it, and it's the truth. But wouldn't you rather not make it by giving it your all, than rather not make it because you gave up and said, "I'll wait for April 1st"? Because right now,
you have to, if you check out, you've got to start over again.
That's
Every
right.
day you take off, it's like 3 days of opportunity.
We have 2 days right now. So any volume that we pick up this month is going to repeat next month, because we have the option when we're walking people through those orders to say, listen, you're not going to want to keep your order ship set up for May 5th. You're going to want to move it to April 25th because you're going to run out of product on your next order.
Right.
So let's, you know what I'm saying? Or you're going to do that either now on the call. Maybe you don't want to scare them and say auto ship. So then wait until you're doing your follow-ups for your auto ship. And those people that are going to be receiving their product like the 3rd of the month, you don't want to wait till the following month on the 5th, because you're going to run out of product.
Right.
So you're going to get whatever effort you put in now. Even if you do miss your goal, you're going to get that same volume again when they do their second month
Sure.
next month. So
Sure,
you're
sure.
building, and you're building. And it's just so worth it to put that effort in and run as hard as you possibly can using the tools that we have, because you'll see success eventually.
Yes, absolutely. So you're planting seeds. I love that you just brought that up. So as you guys are closing out the month, what are things that we can be doing? And I want to challenge everybody. You know, if you have a team that you are building underneath you, are you doing the things that you're asking your team to do? That came up at the leadership retreat that we were just at. And I know that one hit me right in the gut, because I don't always show up the same way I expect my team to. I'm just going to be transparent. And so I had to have a hard look in the mirror and say, okay, that's it. Recommit to the basics. Don't get into management mode, right? So what are things that we can be doing to grow our, our business and help more people, while we're still in March and as we're going into April? Print out your free accounts list again. Print out your customer list. How many people are thriving for free? If they're not yet thriving for free, have you called them or have you texted or messaged them and said, hey, I've got $10 in credits. I want to offer you. What time can you chat? Because I'm going to talk to you about how we can get you thriving for free next month. There's still time. Give them an incentive if you have to in order to get them on the phone with you. But let's help people thrive for free. There's a reason why everyone has the opportunity to. It's because that's one of the foundational tools to build your business. Your VIP report, who's in VIP right now? How can, we help them? Are they thriving for free yet? Again, break it down into those baby steps. True customers thrive for free. They're halfway to that VIP 800. Okay, great. We only need to help you find 2 more people. So who are the next 2 people that we're sharing this gift with? Your sponsors report, right? I forgot, you're in VIP, right? How close?
Yeah, that's exactly. You just described exactly where he is right now, because he has
exactly.
He's the 2.
Okay, so who are your next 2 thrivers?
I'm working on it.
Okay, do you have a list of names?
What?
Do you have a list of names?
Yes, of course, yes.
Okay, so who are we calling right now?
Unfortunately, right now, I'm on vacation the next day and a half.
So you're not calling anybody?
No, I'll come back on Monday and get to it.
Oh my goodness!
Unfortunately,
wow.
Family vacation.
You know what? I literally was taking 3-way calls and totally, I was helping people start their Thrive experience from a boat this summer, and it was awesome. Because you know how cool it is to say to somebody, hey, listen, I'm on vacation right now and I am building a business and I'm leaving my family a legacy. People love that.
Okay. No, I have my saying in my list.
3-way calls don't have to be more than 10 minutes either. Just saying.
Okay.
So, what else was I going to say? Oh yeah, and your sponsors report is another great tool, another great report to pull. Who is close to a goal. And what I love to do is take, the volume for their next goal that they want to hit, minus where they're at today, and then divide that by 190. That's how many new thrivers they're looking to share this product with to hit that goal. It makes it so much like a smaller bite-sized piece to think of. So Al's going to go hit VIP. Is it 800 or 1600?
800 now, 1600 by next Sunday.
Okay, so Al's going to go hit VIP 800 today so that we can celebrate that. And then it's going to be super awesome. And then you're going to have people in VIP.
Right.
Amazing. So you're going to go claim that iPad bonus.
I'm going to try.
Yes. I'm so pumped for you.
I love this girl.
Does anybody have any questions before we end this?
I'm good. I think it was a wealth of information. Thank you so much, Melissa.
No, thank you for hosting this and putting it together. I'm excited.
Al, you got anything before we depart?
No, I'm good. Thank you for the information.
You're so welcome, and I can't wait to see the shout out for your VIP.
Thanks, Melissa. It'll be there. It'll be there.
All right. Bye, guys.
All right. Bye-bye.